Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video for Domain Zoo, playing Modern again. This time I'm going to take us through an MTGO prelim. That's 4 rounds. And the deck list I'm using is from Francis Aurelius. He finished top 4 in the recent Modern Challenge. So I wanted to give his deck list a try. It's pretty similar to what I usually run with a few key differences. So the mana base is 21 lands, what I typically run. We do have all the one drops. What we have basically in the flex slots is we've got a split of 3 Brawlers, 2 Tarmogoyfs. Usually I don't play Tarmogoyf. I've tested it before. I've never really liked it that much, but this player did well with this deck list, so I'm going to give it a shot again. We also have one of Dromoka's command. This is a card I like a lot. If there's like a lot of Urza Saga in the meta, that's really where this card shines, and I do feel like the meta probably has a lot of Urza Saga at the moment. We've also have Migloz Maze Crusher. He's good against Blood Moon. He's nice as a one of, for kind of those grindy matchups, good against Scam, Murktide, things like that. So, and then we've got our Binding and Scion here. And then looking at the sideboard, we see a lot of typical cards I play. Pretty much the only differences we're seeing is he's trimmed a little bit on Natural State, and he's trimmed on Hidetsugu. And maybe that's just because Hammer Time has fallen off a bit recently. And he's gone up on, he does a 1 Orvar for creativity, which is interesting. It's not a card I've actually put in the sideboard before, just because I feel like the creativity matchup is already pretty favorable, and with Flusterstorm becomes even more favorable. But I think it could be viable if you're expecting a ton of creativity. But even so, I think I'd probably rather have this as like a third Fluster. But he went with Orvar, and then he's got 1 Veil of Summer. This is a card I used to play a lot. It kind of depends on the meta, whether it's good. If you see a lot of control, if you see a lot of like Jund or even like Scam, it can be decent against. Very good, obviously, against the mono black decks, things like that. And he's got 2 of Teferi. That, again, that's just good against Rhinos, Living End, things like that. So probably expecting a lot of Cascade. And then the rest of the deck is, the rest of the sideboard is pretty much stock with what I like to play. So if you enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe, and I'll see you guys for round 1. Okay, I'm back for round 1, playing against one of the MTGO final bosses. That's McWinsauce, who like always makes the mocks, and he's like one of the best players. So let's see if I can play this. All right, starting off, we got the 1-lander, which isn't so great. So we're gonna mulligan this. Yeah, it sounds a lot better. I think we keep and put back Tribal Flames or Brawler or Bolt. I think we want to keep the Bolt. I think maybe this one's tough. Maybe put back Tribal Flames. It's very close. Let's put back Tribal Flames. Okay, we want to keep the Windswept Heath in case I have to fetch an Overgrown Tomb, and we're just going to lead off with our monkey. Sacred Foundry here. And we expect our monkey to die. Oh, my opponent does have a companion. Should look at that first. Kahira, so he's probably on control. I think we'll just do this. You could make an argument against, he could be on elementals too. Could make an argument against control, as this allows him to prismatic ending. So maybe you don't, but then on the other hand, he just prismatic ending my Kavu next turn. Although sometimes it can be good to hold the monkey to dash him every turn. So we'll see if he has the ending right now, if that's what he's on. Again, Kahira could be a few different things. Could be elementals, could just be control. Okay, looks like no ending, which is interesting. He could have Solitude in hand. Okay, second Kavu is always good. See if our monkey can connect. Solitude, okay. Does he have Ephemerate? He does not. Okay, so we're just going to jam our Kavu here. So he's got no Prismatic ending in hand. Let's see what he pitched. Hallowed Moonlight, main deck. Interesting. Okay, I think it still might just be control. I'm not entirely sure. He could bind my Kavu next turn. But we got a lot of threats, so. Hope no Spell Snare. Be sad. No Spell Snare. I'm expecting a binding on this Kavu. I guess I can just yield through this turn. We're not playing Force Negation because we have something else. So there's the Binding. Nope, Dress Down. Okay. Interesting. He didn't play that at the end step. So if he played that at the end step, I wouldn't have been able to play Kavu this turn. I'm not sure if that was a punt or I guess he was. I guess you do that if you're looking for a third land. So he must not have a third land. So that's good for me in this kind of matchup. Let's see what he does here. So we know he doesn't have Prismatic Ending. He could have drawn it. He could have Binding in hand. Could have another Dress Down. There's his third land, so he does hit that. Chalice on 1. Could try to bolt him now to get value out of this bolt, but then I don't get 5 types. I could also loot away the bolt next turn. I might just bolt him now. If he wants to use Spell Pierce, he can. Get Steam Vents. If I draw any more 1-drops, I can loot them away with Kavu. Okay, no 1-drops. Do we want to loot one of these away? Don't want to overextend against... I think we just keep these in hand. So we have to be a little careful of the board wipe card. So I think we're just going to play one of these. Well, we can only play one of them. You could argue maybe try to loot away something, but you know, if he's got a board wipe, he's got a board wipe, and he has to draw another land to do that too. And then we can just play this Brawler. So he's already at 9. So see if our things live. Okay, he's got Binding probably, or Teferi to bounce one. Okay, Teferi, not that big a deal. Okay, just gonna return the Kavu. Can't play a 1-drop. Okay, don't really care about this Teferi at all. Just gonna keep jamming. Just gonna fetch down a 4. So he could have yeah, I'm putting blank on the card name, but you know, the one to wipe the board. In the comments, you can put what it's called if you remember. The blue-white, you know, destroy all creatures, but we can kind of rebuild pretty easily here, so. 5th land. So clearly he's got a Solitude in hand. We could get 5 types here. Force him to chump. I think that's good. Could loot away one of these cards too. We'll see what he lets me do. Okay, he's going to let me attack, which is kind of unexpected. Could loot away the Brawler. Try to find a... Could have Dress Down too. It's better to loot away Kavu. Oh yeah, Goyf's in my deck. Sweet. Okay. Expecting another Dress Down maybe. No Solitude. Force him to chump. Okay. We will gain extra life. We need Swamp. What else do we need? We have 2 red. Get another green source, I guess we'll go Zagoth. Gain an extra life here. I could have shocked that in and then double spelled here, because I guess he doesn't have... Maybe that would have been a better play, but leaves me weak to board wipes. I suppose he doesn't have a board wipe, or else he would have used it, so that there could be an argument for that. Yeah, maybe I should just shock there. And then just double spell it. If he top decks a board wipe, he top decks a board wipe. I just live with it. Okay, another Solitude. We're just gonna Dash Monkey here. Be smart about this though. So red, green. Oh yeah, I forgot. Chalice. That was dumb. So obviously I should have looted away the monkey. See what he does here. Third Solitude. Ah, man. Okay. But now I'm in a bad spot because he can just bounce it with Tarmogoyf with Teferi, so he can like stabilize here. So, it is what it is. He had 3 Solitudes in the top like 18 cards. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, let's see. He can still die to Tribal Flames off the top, but he hasn't used any counters, which is kind of concerning. Because now he can just hold up Counterspell. So we're just like a Tribal Flames away from winning, basically. You know, Chalice on puts Kihira back. So obviously he's got Counterspell. He's holding out. Yeah, I don't think we can win this point. At this point, unfortunately, he's stabilized. So we'll just counter this. Okay, he doesn't counter it, which is good for me. Goyf's only 4/5 somehow. Seems a little hard to believe with how much shit's in the graveyard. Ah. Yeah. Yep. Now he's going to draw a bunch of cards, and I didn't top deck very well, so... I guess I'm trying to think if I could have played it any differently. I could have not bolted him. I could have shocked and double spelled. So I guess I should have done that, yeah. I guess it's just shocked and double spelled with Goyf, and he wouldn't have been able to get far. I mean, he just wasn't showing that he had board wipe. So if I can't worry about his top deck, I have to worry about what he has in hand. Yeah, so there's the Prismatic Ending. And he's just going to start gaining life every turn, and now I basically lose, and he's got Counterspell up, too, so... yeah, should have double spelled there, and I might have been able to get it. Can Binding the Chalice? Doesn't seem that great. Guess we try it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so that was the play. I should have shocked in Overgrown Tomb, and then played Goyf that turn too, and I think I would have won. Or at least would have had a better shot. He would have just kept having to throw out Solitudes. Okay, so let's bring in our Teferis. Let's bring in our Flusters. Let's take out Dromoka seems pretty bad. Control matchup, Bolt could be bad. Let me see how I usually board for this. So against Control, we'll take out 2 Bolts, bring in 2 Flusters. So usually I don't have Teferi, so let's take out 2 Bolts. I don't think Migloz is going to be that relevant here. It's just too much exile-based removal. And Brawler's fine. Dromoka is that useful. He could have Binding in his deck, but I think it's not that useful. Something like this. kind of a bummer because we had a good start there, but yeah, I think that's, like I said, I think if I should have thought more. I could have fetch shocked Overgrown Tomb and then played Goyf and Kavu on the same turn, and potentially won that one because it was that close of a game. So, but a little rusty with the deck. So what can you do? Hopefully I can win this because I feel like that was our game to win. Just didn't happen. And of course we're playing against, like I said, I don't know if he's played in Worlds, but he's at least made the Mox showcase, and so essentially like a Pro Tour level player. I'm not sure if he's played in Pro Tours or not, but we're playing against a very good player. So maybe Veil is good. I do have it as a 1-of. It's probably too late to put it in. I think we have to keep this. It's kind of annoying though. We don't have a ton of threats, but I don't think I'm mulligan this. It's a little unfortunate because he can just prismatic ending me for 2 here. But it is what it is. And then the following turn we go Kavu and hold up stub. I could try to just play Tribal Flames here. Let's hope he doesn't have something like Spell Snare. Okay, so I'm expecting a prismatic ending on 2 here, or a dress down. Okay, main phase dress down, so I can't stub it. Again, I don't know why he main phased that, but it is what it is. I would have waited till the end step. See if he goes to Teferi here. He does. I go Breeding Pool. Stub to Teferi. I get my own Teferi. My hand is pretty good, but maybe I discard this land. I should draw a card first. Okay, we get Triome, which is kind of useless. We could tick up Teferi. In case he plays, I don't know, what do you play that? I think I'll just use the card draw now. Another Tribal Flames. So he shocks us in. He does, so he is dead if he taps out. He's going to Binding plus hold up. Nope. Okay, so Verdict, yeah. Now unless he... Oh, now he's dead, actually, yeah. Okay, of course that would be much harder to do on the draw. On the play, that was just good. Get some good top decking, had some extra draws with Teferi and Kavu, and we got to what we needed to do. Veil on the draw. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe better than Tribal Flames on the draw. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try something like this. I'm really bummed about that game one. Blue, red, green, white. I think we keep this hand. Can't get 5 types with Steam Vents, but we got a lot of threats and we got some interaction, so I think we just run it out. So Heath, we're most likely gonna get something with green and white on it. I don't think there's anything that would be worth flustering on turn 2. So he's gonna set up for a turn 3 Teferi, which is a little annoying. I don't really have a great way to stop it. I think we'll just play our Goyf turn 2 to at least stop him from killing with Dress Down. Chalice on 1. Okay. Stops my initial fluster, but not the counter. Okay, that's fine. I mean, not that big deal with this hand. So I need green and white, so probably should get Temple Garden. Okay, so Stub is kind of useless here. Goyf is painfully small. Maybe just go Brawler. I'm going to go Brawler. I don't want to go Kavu because I don't want to open myself up to Dress Down. And I think Brawler's going to eat the first removal spell anyway. It could be a turn 3 Teferi. Maybe there's an argument just play Kavu anyway because the loot is so powerful with since I have dead cards in hand. No third land drop would be huge. Yes, it is huge. Let's see if he goes Dress Down. Potentially fluster it. Okay, that's not ideal. Yeah, maybe I should have. Now it's looking like I should have just played something else. See if he goes Dress Down. I'll probably fluster it. Solitude. Okay. So no Prismatic Ending in hand. Maybe no Binding in hand. What do you exile? Maybe he doesn't play Binding. Oh, he exiled a Binding because he couldn't cast it. Wish my Goyf was bigger. Classic. Probably got Teferi in hand. He's trying to play it. Would like a third land, please, so I can play these Scions. So he must have just drew his Prismatic Ending. Still no third land. I guess I could play Kavu. My own Teferi that I can't cast. Alright, well, we're both stumbling on lands. Yeah, maybe it was smarter to play Kavu that turn. I don't know. I would like a third land, please. He would also like a third land. Okay, none of these are third lands. Let's loot away Stub if he lets me. Looks like he will. Against Fairy. Oh man. Show me the lands. Um Nothing to do really. Fortunately, Fluster can't stop a Teferi. Or so yeah, if he plays his own Teferi. There's no reason to bind right now. The Chalice does not really do anything. He gets his third land. There's his third land, but it's a tap land. By me. Countered by Chalice. Okay, let's loot that Nacatl away. Another Nacatl. Unreal. Do I discard Nacatl? Another threat I can play. Could have used a binding instead of going to discard. Interesting. Do I care about this? Could bind the Chalice, but then he could replay it on 2. But now I'm looking like an idiot for not keeping those Nacatls. Yeah, maybe I should have kept Nacatl. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Where are the lands? Alright, whatever. At some point I'll find a land. I guess if he gets his Chalice back, it'll have, what, no counters on it, so it'll just be Chalice on 0. Plays Ren in 6, huh? Probably just bind this. It's gonna lock in too many lands. I could try to stub this. He pays the cost. Fluster it. That's fine. It's probably gonna play a Teferi, maybe. I can counter. Using up our bindings. See if he counter spells. Thinking about it. Not going to. So he definitely still has counter spell up. There's the land. So we go green black. Player Scion. I think that's better than having a Teferi get countered. Could be wrong. Yep. Check this move out. Does he have his own Fluster? It's probably fine. No, he doesn't. Could have his own Solitude and stuff. See if I can get through this turn without him just hard casting Solitude. Nope, I guess not. Keep on keeping on. See, he has another counter spell. Just be cool, let this resolve. He does have another counter spell. Yep. Need some lands, please. Decent top deck mode. My hand's decent. Okay. Could have Spell Pierce. Maybe just try to play Kavu in case he's got Spell Pierce. Please stop having counter spells. Yep. Okay. Gotta run out of counter spells eventually. Okay. Do I care about this? No. That makes my stubby D's kind of useless. Could force him to tap out so he can't hold up counterspell anymore. I'll buy it for $1. Maybe this. Yeah, I think otherwise the stuff's gonna be useless. See what he tries. Maybe he gets Ren back. I guess he can get a land anyway, so maybe that I still got one in the graveyard. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. Do we just play Scion and then bind the other binding, maybe? Please stop having counter spells. Okay, finally. So he bounced binding to his hand. I guess it's bad if he has Supreme Verdict, but that's what it is. Yep. Maybe Teferi's not that great in this matchup. Obviously, he turns off counters, but it's so annoying when you have like binding on binding on binding. Please don't have another binding. Okay. Grab Kahira, maybe. Another Teferi. It's really annoying. Would like another land. Yeah, it's another land. So he could be trying to find Supreme Verdict. Okay, so I could bounce this binding back to his hand. I could bounce this binding back to his hand, get my binding back, bind his Teferi. That's not that useful, is it, huh? Huh. Hmm. What am I supposed to do here? Because if I bounce his binding, he just replays it next turn. I draw a card, but like, what do I get out of that? Maybe I just keep bouncing. Like, I basically give him his binding back to just draw another card. Maybe I take up this turn. I don't get any value out of Teferi, but he can't counter anything anymore. If I take Teferi down, he can kill with a Ren Ping, which is kind of annoying, so... But maybe that's like... I don't know if this is the right play. Need a Tribal Flames off the top, please. I guess I boarded out too, so it's what it is. Obviously, he probably found another Solitude or something. Okay. Kahira. No Solitude so far. Playing Kahira. You know, hold up counterspell? No, he's not. He can't. He could have another binding, but he can't have another binding. So I think I just bounce Kahira. I care about Kahira. Ooh, Veil's could be good. Do I even need to bounce Kahira here? Right, I could. Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce it. Try to find a bolt. Okay. Oh, I guess you can discard Beseiju. That's really annoying. Forgot he could do that every turn. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now where are we at? Can't stub anything. Can't veil anything. Like a burn spell. I wonder if I was supposed to bounce one of his bindings, but it just doesn't seem to get me anywhere. That just gives him a chance to like bind Teferi, but I guess I could have done that and then maybe like drawn a bunch of cards from the old like bouncing Teferi trick. That could have been good. Get a bunch of card advantage, win the game that way, maybe. He probably would have just bounced Scion, but I guess it would have given he would have had to find an answer. No, but then Ren would have pinged Teferi, but maybe I don't care about that. Another deluge, not good for me. Need a Tribal Flames, please. Or a bolt, honestly, to bolt his Teferi. Could be pretty good. Okay, there's Travel Flames to put him at 1. What does that accomplish, though? Not much. Could Tribal Flames his Teferi? I Tribal Flames his Teferi, bounce Binding with Scion. He can still discard, but I'd have Stub up. Let's see what we draw here, actually. I think I'm going to bounce Binding. Bounce my Binding. Bounce his Binding, get my Binding back. What does that accomplish? Bounce his Binding to hand. Okay. That's why we did that. I should have tapped differently. Boom! We got there! Okay, not the cleanest game, turn 14 against Control, but alright, we barely got there against McWinsauce, but you'll love to see it. You'll love to see some good top decking. 30 cards into my deck. I mean, to be fair, like I had, 6 burn spells left in the deck, and it was 30 cards in, hadn't seen any of them, so we got there. Okay, I am back for round 2. We won game 1, and round 1, thanks to some good top decking, also some stumbling on both of our parts, turn 14, not that common. Okay, we got the 1-lander here, so we are going to mulligan this. Don't like to keep 1-landers this deck. Sounds better. Let's see. No companion. Opponent keeps 7. I think we're probably going to bottom the forest. Basic forest with this hand. Just doesn't do that much for us. And then we'll just start off with the Flooded Strand. If they play a monkey turn 1, then we will bolt it. So we can get Sacred Foundry in that case. Otherwise, we'll probably just get Triome. Blooming Marsh, probably Yawgmoth. Hierarch, we will bolt the Goblin Shaman. And we'll play our Kavu turn 2. So we're just going to get green-blue here. Play our Kavu. See if they have a young wolf or something, or a wall roots. Try to wall my Kavu. Let's see. I don't know how much value we're going to get out of Dromoka's command. We could use that as a removal spell on Yawgmoth, but in response, he can pump it, or shrink their creature, so it's not necessarily amazing. Wall of Roots, it's right there. Let's play the Hierarch. Gotta be a little wary of Grist here. Okay, Monkey is interesting. So, So I'm tempted to just go Dromoka's Command, have Kavu fight. Um, It's a little awkward because I can't double spell with Monkey. So we could Dromoka's fight the Wall of Roots. Next turn he can get a Yawgmoth down, so there's a potential to save it for Yawg. I haven't done any damage yet. I can try to loot away something in hand. Let's see. I could try to loot away. I mean, I don't think there's a chance he's going to block with anything. So the other option would be I could get a white source with this. I don't have 5 types, then I only have 4. Maybe that's okay, though. And get green, white. And then Dromoka's plus put a counter on Ragavan, maybe. And just try to go wider. I don't know if Ragavan's that good in this matchup, though. He's got a lot of creatures that can wall it. Maybe I just save the Dromokas for... I don't know. I guess it's just bad. Maybe I just save the... yeah. I think we're just going to save the Dromokas for something else. And then maybe we even loot away the Ragavan to try to find permission. Maybe Monkey is good here, though. Force and block. No, I don't think so at this point in the game. Get another land, which isn't great. Life total is already kind of low. I don't know. I am kind of worried about Grist, but I guess we'll just put 2 threats on the board and go from there. We want another red-white, maybe. No, we want a green source so that we can double spell. Sure. I don't know about that sequence. I had a lot of options there. I feel like I did that great a job. Maybe I do keep Dromoka's up. Because he doesn't have any undying spells. He already has a lot of mana. I'm expecting a Grist, but I have 2 threats on board, so not the end of the world. If you go to Yawgmoth, I have Dromoka's Command. He could sack his board to try to not die to it. I don't know. Maybe it was just better to just go really wide, but I think I have to disrupt his combo, so maybe it was better to take out his Wall of Roots, shut down his mana a bit. He would have still had enough to get Yawgmoth, but not enough to do that much damage. Now he's got access to 4 mana, plus if he plays a land, 5 mana. I don't know. I don't know that Dromoka's is that great in this matchup because he doesn't really play enchantments, and so that's not relevant. And like fighting, like Yawgmoth can respond. So here he goes. Let's see if he gets he gets a Geist, Colony Garden. Now is he gonna go Grist? Sacrifice the Geist. I was probably gonna court end of turn, like during blocks or something, or right now. Yeah, we're gonna loot away these lands. We're just gonna attack with everything. He can block however he wants. We have a bit too many lands. Loot away the foothills. Maybe loot away Strand instead. No, foothills. I can get a basic plains with this if I need to. That's not what I wanted. It's unfortunate we drew a lot of lands. I was supposed to sequence better, though. So he's going to cord right now. Yep. Wish I had Ace WD. Oh, he's only going to cord for 3. Okay. See, 1 short of cording for 4. Is it Grist? That was probably Grist. Oh. So, what is he setting up for? Yawgmoth next turn? Okay, yeah, he said he miscounted. Okay. He's at 10. What do I want to use this for? If he gets a Yawgmoth down with 2 Undying creatures, I'm kind of in trouble. He can start moving stuff around. I could try Dromoka as this Noble Hierarch right now to hope that he doesn't have a 4th land. I guess I should have done that earlier because I could have made the Brawler 6/4. Yeah, that missed out on 1 point damage. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to save this for Yawgmoth, but guess this is bad if he just has a 4th land, just jams Yawgmoth, but it's gonna be a black source. But I missed out a point of damage by doing that. He should be at 9 life. I think we'll thin further. Please don't have a black source. Him playing Colony Garden tells me that he's got a top deck a land source. Colony Garden's so bad. Okay, he doesn't have it. He could have Grist. Yep, he does have Grist, which is kind of a problem. Probably, I don't know what it'll destroy. Okay. So we'll try a double block next turn with the Geist, maybe. I think we're still going to thin further. Get a second white source. Second red source would be good too. I guess second red is maybe more important. So I can kill Grist here. Okay. All right, so we'll get Jegantha. I think we do want to trade our board because I just need Grist dead. Let's see if he blocks. Yes, that's what we thought you were going to do. It's okay, though. We have trample. Got 2 3/2s. Okay, so we'll swing for 6. So I really am on like a 2-turn clock here, but I can get Jegantha to block. I don't know. It's not a great position, but we drew a bunch of lands, so maybe I could have saved that Dromoka for something else now. See, now he's just going to go the Geist beatdown plan, which is unfortunate for me because I can't win now. Right, because he's going to do 7 or 8, and now I'm at 4, and even playing Jegantha, I can't win. So, yeah. Yep. Okay, it's unfortunate. Um, maybe I don't know. It worked out for shutting down the Yawgmoth game plan, but maybe I took too much damage from my lands. Migloz is not relevant. Um, so Chain can be good. Teferi's a no. We do want Rest in Peace. See how I usually board out. I think Ragavan's pretty bad in this matchup. Take out 2 Ragavan, 1 Stub, 1 Migloz. 1 Stub. So we probably want to take out the Goyfs. I don't know. I don't think Dromoka is that good in this matchup either, but like, do I have anything better? Veil? Was he gonna bring in like Thoughtseize? I guess it'll protect me against Grist, which could be relevant. Maybe take out the other Goyf just because like Chained even good in this matchup? I guess it is. It is, yeah. Okay. We'll give this a shot. Yeah, I just don't know if I sequenced that right. Like maybe I was supposed to just go really wide, or maybe I was supposed to kill the could have pushed through 1 extra damage, but I don't know, it's just that third Geist is what did it. I think I had to kill Grist in that situation because he just keeps rebuilding his board. But it just you try to play around Yawgmoth and you just get beat down by 3 Geists, so is what it is. We have Monkey. He does have Young Wolf, so this hand isn't amazing, but it's got other stuff going on, so I think we keep this. So let's see if he just leads with Young Wolf. At least he'll stop him from playing a Dork turn 1. I don't remember if I boarded out 1 Stub or not. I was supposed to. Because it's just not that good. And there's too many things that it misses in this matchup. He's got the Young Wolf or not. Fatal Push, maybe? Be aggressive. Wow. Wow. Was not expecting that. Okay. So let's think about this. If I go green, black, next turn I get red, blue, and have double red. But I don't have Stub up then yet. Maybe that's okay. Hopefully it doesn't just have a second Fatal Push. Plays Beseiju. Wall of Roots. Birds of Paradise, okay. So we have to hold up Stub because of Chord. We have to hope he just doesn't have Natty Yogg, and if he does, I have Tribal Flames for it. It's probably not the end of the world. See if he tries to trump anything. It's unlikely. Okay, second Stub. So I think we just keep our hand. We could loot away a Stub. Just because like 2 Stubs probably not gonna be relevant here. I think we're gonna loot away a Stub. Okay. Pretty much what's been going on this with all my loots. If he blocks here, he doesn't have a clear next play. I could take out the roots, like he could try to get Yawgmoth down. And I could just kill his wall of roots. Pretty bad if he plays Grist, though. But he would have played Grist last turn. With his lands, it seems like he's got, like, he had to, obviously he wanted to hold on beside you, and he probably wouldn't play basic swamp unless he had to. So I have so much damage in hand though. I kind of just want to wait. Maybe that's not the right move though. He's at 15. Okay, so Grist would be bad. I can't stop Grist. So maybe we just Trial Flames face right now. Or do we wait a turn? I don't know if that was correct. I think maybe I was supposed to attack his mana. But you would have played Grist last turn if you had it. He just plays a Yawgmoth, and I can Tribal Flames it. Or he can go down on a bunch of cards. Maybe I was supposed to just save Tribal Flames, though, but basically forcing him to have to block next turn. Okay, he doesn't have another land, I don't think. He's just going to start chomping. Oh, baby. Fuck, he does have Grist. This is why I hate Grist, this matchup. Like, I can't stub it. Like, the fact that you can't stub a Grist is, like, the most ridiculous, like, rule. Like, it's just such a rule. It's just a rule that makes Grist so powerful that he doesn't count as a Planeswalker. Now what am I have to do? Waste the Tribal Flames on Grist? Probably. That's all he's got. Second Tribal Flames? That's not good. Shieldred. What are people doing? Okay, I need a binding, please. Binding off the top. We're just gonna lose to Shieldred. Okay. I guess I need to draw a binding. I don't know. We're just gonna lose. It's been real. Okay. I'm at 6. He's gonna attack me for 5. I only have 8 damage in hand, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I guess I just lose now. So maybe I wasn't supposed to draw a card there. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what I was supposed to do. I needed binding, and I didn't find it. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Obviously, I have to look back at the decisions I made there. Maybe I could have played it better, but I just felt like he just had the answers. You know, he had the Grist when I thought I had stuff in play for Yawgmoth. He had Shieldred when again I had stuff for stopping a cord, and then I just couldn't find a binding, and then I was just at too low of a life total. So maybe I wasn't supposed to, like, I don't know, not fetch shock as much. But that's why I was holding up stub. So maybe I could sequence my lands better, looking at my life total, since life total does sometimes matter in this matchup. It did last game, so I could have turned to played Steam Vents, and then maybe I wasn't supposed to Tribal Flames that turn. I should have just waited because it didn't really get me anywhere. And that Tribal Flames to face ended up losing me the game because I could have Tribal Flames to Shieldred and then potentially still been in it. But at the same time, like, Tribal Flamesing I don't know. I thought I had one Tribal Flames left for a Yawgmoth, and instead, like, he played Grist, followed by Shieldred, so I just couldn't. I don't know. I think I could have played better. I'm just don't know. I just got blown out both games, honestly. All right, I'll see you guys for round 3. I'm back for round 3. Looks like I'm finally on the draw. Let's see. We got this hand. Oh, man. We got Goyf. I would love this to be any other threat, because I feel like I'm going to play a really small Goyf that's not going to be able to turn on stub, and I have 2 bindings. I am on the draw. Guess this is a keep. I just hope my opponent doesn't have a really fast hand. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan lower to get like some better threats or something. Okay, Misty Rainforest pass. Probably Rhinos. SWD will be good. Binies could be okay. Not exactly the card we want to see. Let's play this Flooded Strand and pass turn. Let's see if he looks like Rhinos. Still could be Rhinos. 5-color Rhinos. I guess. Oh, is he Zoo? Is he on the Zoo? Ren 6. Let's see. I'm just gonna stub Ren 6 here. Fill up the graveyard. Trying to think what colors I need here. I think we're just gonna go Breeding Pool. I guess we have to, but I don't think he's on creativity because this is not a mountain, so I think he might just be on like elementals or some kind of control or something. This also makes my Goyf slightly bigger. Now I can play it next turn without being embarrassed. Okay, so we can get green, black. This is kind of annoying. We can't get 5 types, so I guess we have to get green, white. No, we need get red, white. Or we could wait. And then just play Steam Vents, and then next turn get, I need white and black on the same land, which is going to have to be a Triome. I think we're just going to go red-white here. Play my Goyf to get bounced by a Teferi. 3-4 Goyf. Can't be bolted. Gotta tap the right mana, though. So is he on like elementals or maybe like, ooh, doesn't have a 3rd land? Another Ren 6, okay. So he doesn't have a 3rd land in hand. Interesting. I do have Binding to take Ren 6. I could. Or I could just kill Ren 6 right now. I can't kill it yet, actually. Okay, now we can get green-black. A lot of green mana. And Binding for 1. Get a Triome. Do I care about this Ren 6? Usually I don't. Could upkeep, bind Ren. Maybe I just don't care, though. I think I will bind the Ren because I know he doesn't have another land. And I'm not doing much else. Maybe I'll just do it now. Do I care what this land is? Like, what am I going to keep up? Another Binding. Let's get a Triome. I should have waited for him to choose the land there. That was a slight punt. Could have done it to end step after he chose the land. But I guess it doesn't get countered that way. The elementals, does he have Omnath? I have another Binding for Omnath, so I'm not too worried. And I can pump my Goyf with a bolt and do 7 next turn. Opponent is thinking. Doesn't have another Ren 6, most likely. I guess it'd be sad if they were on creativity, but like I don't think so with how they fetched. It's not Karuga. So it could just be elementals. You could have like Nissa and stuff, or Omnath. Plays a Beseju, so he did find another land. Teferi. Yep. Okay, so he's just like that deck. See if he bounces the Binding or bounces the Goyf. Bounces the Goyf. Get a Kavu, so we're just gonna go wide this turn. Could get blown out by a board wipe, but he doesn't have the mana for it right now. So I guess he could have Omnath next turn, so that could be a reason to not play. Oh no, I can't bind it Omnath in real time anyway, so we'll just do this. Could have tapped differently. Let me think for a second. Could I have bolted and then played? No, I don't think it matters that much. I could try to bolt Teferi. We're just gonna go with this path. Get blown out by a board wipe, but I don't think he's playing one with unless he just has the greediest man base ever. Then I'll just get got. Feeling an Omnath here. Yep. Yeah, we have a binding for Omnath. Fortunately, you can play the fetch land. Could probably play Solitude. So we're not in amazing shape. But he doesn't have another land. I guess he could have another land. He would have a top deck it. Okay, he doesn't have fetch lands. That's good for me. Very good for me, actually. Another Kavu is also good. I think we're going to loot away this land for sure. I think we're going to attack first. I guess we could loot away the bolt to pump the Goyf. Or we could, we'll see how he blocks. Let's see, if he blocks here, then I have to use the bolt. And I lose my Goyf. We could bind him right now. Bind him right now, swing for a lot. Probably that's what we're going to do. So the question is, do I care about this Teferi? I don't think so. Not for another turn, at least. We could loot this land. Could also not loot the land, play Kavu and Bolt, but could also put Bolt in the graveyard. No, I think we just do this. Okay, get Monkey. Expecting a solid dude. It's bad if he has binding, but he hasn't played one yet, so I guess it is what it is, though. There's a solid dude. Pitching. Got 2 cards left in hand. Pitching another Teferi. Do you have a third Teferi in hand? Probably not. $13. Next turn we can dash Monkey. I think we're still in an okay spot. Let's see if he has a binding, though. Or another Omnath. Okay. Another Omnath. Fury. Okay, I can't kill any of my creatures, so... It's a pretty straightforward one here. So he will get his Omnath back, so maybe I just kill his Teferi. Or do I take his Fury? So I can do... I almost have lethal, but he can get... To allow him to trade with one of these. Is that okay, though? No, I think we're going to direct one at Teferi. So we'll bolt here. Because I don't want to be able to get Omnath back. Bolt here. Trying to think if that makes any difference here. We'll go Goyf at Teferi. Guess you could have another Solitude, and that'd be bad for me. Prismatic Ending. Another Goyfo. Okay, let's see what he top decks here. There's no Solitude in hand. No Teferi in hand. No Prismatic Ending in hand, or else he would have used it. Could have another Ren 6, although I think he would have used... Maybe he would use it to get the Omnath back. Or to get value out of Omnath. Could have a Binding. Again, he can try to get his Omnath back and then hit a land drop. Gain some life off that. Okay, he had nothing. So, we don't know if he's playing Counterspell. We didn't really see it. We all saw Prismatic Ending plus Teferi. I don't really know if I want to bring anything in this matchup. Maybe my own Teferi. But might not be playing that many counters. I feel like Migloz is probably not going to be necessary. He could have Binding. Dromokas could be good still. Fluster. He's got a lot of Planeswalkers, maybe not a lot of permission. Teferi or no Teferi. I think we just run it back with this. It's kind of hard to say. I don't really have anything that good for this matchup. You know, we could do Tear Asunder to exile Omnath for 4. I don't know that that's great, though. He has a lot of exile-based removal, so there's an argument to trim on Goyfs. Maybe instead of Migloz, I do Tear Asunder. But, like, what other enchantments is he going to have? It's kind of narrow. Do I have Omnath in my sideboard guide? I do not. Okay. I think we might just run it back. Migloz might be bad, actually. Maybe just Tear Asunder. I haven't seen Binding, but with his mana base, I gotta imagine he's playing it. Maybe something like that. I don't have a lot of answers for this kind of matchup with this type of board. If I had like Remand or something, it could be good. Chained, I'm not gonna mess with Chained against a deck with everything as ETBs. Okay, so 1 lander, so we're gonna mulligan this. This end's much better. Gonna keep. Probably just the Tear Asunder. Just want to keep the threats high. Gotta be aware of Ren 6 here. So we won't be playing Monkey on turn 1. Okay, not so good. So turn 2, probably Dash Monkey. My Goyf's an 0-1. Might not matter that much. Soon he'll be a 1-2. A strong 1-2. Fortunately, I don't have Stubby D in hand this time to disrupt his mana like I did last game. It seemed to work pretty well, actually. Opponent is thinking. Okay, very interesting. So he could have Solitude, he could have Binding in hand for Ragavan. He could have Counterspell. I don't think he's playing Counterspell. It seems kind of like greedy mana base, but I suppose if he is, then this is a little awkward. So red blue. We want to get green white. So something with green and white on it, which we can't do to get Tomb. So we definitely need to get white. We could do something like red white, and then we have red blue. Then we have green. So no Ren in 6, evidently. Okay, we're getting their land anyway. So maybe just play Steam Vents Dash Monkey into whatever he's got. All right, I misclicked there. I was supposed to Dash Monkey, obviously. MTGO. How I hate you. See if he has the binding. No, he doesn't. So now he just has Teferi to bounce Monkey or something. So that's very frustrating. But yeah, we obviously could have connected, stolen something off his deck, something like that. Now I can just go Prismatic Ending. Yeah. Yep. I love losing a game on a misclick. You love to see it. And now he probably has Binding up. He does. So obviously we'd have forced him to do something. We'll just do this. Hopefully he doesn't have another Prismatic Ending. Just play Counterspell. No, he doesn't. Oh, man. Would have forced him to take that damage and could have still had Monkey in hand. So it's okay, though. We'll try to overcome. Binding. Nissa. Okay. I will kill this Nissa. Again, Kavu doesn't die to Fury, so he has to hit Solitude. Or he has to have it in hand. Oh, that's so bad. I could have dashed that Monkey, probably exiled a land or something. Whatever. We'll have to overcome. He just have Binding, I guess. Did he gain life? Oh, no, he paid life for that. Okay. See what he revealed. Okay. Binding. Yep. That was so bad for me. Now we're probably just going to lose. Okay, I get my Binding back. So probably need to hold that up for Omnath. I don't have mana to do it all, though, because I have to kill this Nissa. Ugh, we're in such bad shape. Right. Should have played a land and play around Spell Pierce. So I think if I let Omnath resolve, And he gets 2 1. I think I have to hold up Binding here. Does he have another Binding? Okay. Not the worst. Oh, I should have fetched at end turn. That was kind of stupid. I don't know why I didn't do that. Need a second green source. Second white source, maybe. Yeah, I should have fetched end of turn. Too thin. Oh, man. Not playing the cleanest game. SWD is not turned on. He has Teferi in hand, so I think he can bounce and then like get a million things out of Omnath. So we'll see. But like I said, I think in a game like this close, the big punt was that misclick. So Teferi bounce my Binding maybe. Yeah, and he's gonna crack all the lands. Yeah. Pretty predictable play pattern. I couldn't really play around it at all, so at least get my Binding back. But he'll get like a million mana. He'll probably cast Fury, kill Tarmogoyf or something like that. Oh, okay. Does he have another Binding, I guess? I must have another Binding. I'm a little confused by this move. He's probably going to try to bind it, and he thinks, I still don't have stub up. Okay, could bolt him to grow the Goyf. What's he showing he has in hand? Oh, I guess I can't because he has Teferi in play, so I should have bolted before combat. Could have done a lot more damage. That's a bit of a missequence. 8 damage of burn. Do I want to use any of it now? Probably not. Should have used it before to just bolt face. But when he just goes low on life total. Looks like he's thinning now, or he's just going to get a... has another binding for Omnath. A Seiju. Okay. Sure thing. So was I supposed to kill Teferi to be able to... it wouldn't make a difference. You know, blue source. Breeding pool, maybe. I mean, we might just lose this turn, but he at least had to do a bunch of stuff there. So now he can gain 8 life. So this game's probably over. Like I said, it was a close game. Me having instant speed interaction wouldn't have made a difference against Omnath right now. I think that dash was really screwed me over because not dashing, like he would have probably had to use up his binding that he ended up using on my Kavu. He would have had to use that on the monkey, or he would have just taken a hit from monkey and I would have ramped my mana. So that was like pretty disastrous for me. Allowed him to utilize his prismatic ending. Yeah, is what it is. He should crack that fetch to gain life, unless he's going to try to do it all next turn. Okay. I do have Tribal Flames to kill Omnath, but he's going to gain a lot of life. And maybe, I guess if I bolted, I could have had 4 more damage. He would have only had 7 life. Does he have a second Omnath, maybe? Okay. Try race. I don't know if that's a race you're going to win. Could be wrong. Second Omnath. Second Omnath. Yep. Yep. So now he can gain 8 life. Or even more than that. Okay, we're one red source short of using all these. What if I just kill Omnath now? He'll have to crack. He could have Solitude. What if he doesn't? I have 8 damage plus... If I attack, he can block here with Nacatl. We're gonna just try this out. Force him to do something. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait and I could be happy trading Bolt plus Nacatl for Omnath. Maybe I could just... Yeah, there he goes. Attack for 7. Hope he doesn't have a third Omnath in hand. Yeah, let's just do the math better on this. Dress down, okay. Don't think it's right to use these bolts yet. Don't care about Teferi for another turn. I just hope he doesn't have a third Omnath. But he's dug through a lot of his decks, so it's possible. And there it is. Now I'll have to double bolt this Omnath. Just keeps going. How many Omnaths am I going to fight through today? Stub doesn't do anything. We could bolt Teferi. But then I can't kill his Omnath. I think we have to kill the Omnath. We have to attack first. I care about Teferi. Can bolt Teferi. Yeah, I'm supposed to attack everything at face. Not worry about Teferi. He's gonna try to like prismatic ending the Goyf. Oh, he's just gonna try to gain more life. Oh, now he's got Solitude. I can only fight through so many Omnaths. Okay. Do I care more about Teferi or Solitude? Solitude's gonna gain him life. Yeah, I don't know. We're not winning this game. Not sure if I was supposed to play it any differently. Oh, come on, dude. 4th Omnath? Are you kidding me? Literally 4 in the top 30. Do I just have to fight through every Omnath in his deck? Mm. So he'll bounce it with his thing to do the stuff. So he brought Undress down. Yeah. Again, I don't think we can win this game, but we're also behind on clock, so I'm about to scoop. I'll say draw like another way to kill this Omnath. He's literally out of Omnath. He's got 29 life though. So I'm dead next turn. I'm not dead next turn yet. Maybe I could have tried to cycle this to find a Tribal Flames to kill Omnath. Alright, there you go. Believe it or not, it's hard to kill 4 Omnaths. So, obviously, that game came out down to a misclick, unfortunately, is what it is. I mean, I think that was set me up much better, and it was a close game fighting over resources. We didn't get there. We don't really have anything for this matchup that I think is worth bringing in. I don't know if Tear Asunder is actually good. He feels better than Migloz, knowing that he's running Binding, but I think we'll just keep it as it is. One lander. One lander. One lander. No threats. Yeah, I should have kept the one lander with Monkey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I should have kept the one lander with Monkey and just hoped to top deck a land instead of going to 4, but I don't. I mean, maybe I'll top deck amazingly. I don't know how I win the game with this hand. Mulligan to 4. Opponent kept. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, we're getting there. First draw is good. Ready to die to Prismatic Ending. Opponent kept what? Opponent kept 7. So, yep. Okay. So far, top decking has been good. This time I'll cast it with Dash, unlike last time. See if he has Solitude. He does not. EE on 0. Does that do anything for me? He doesn't really play tokens. It gives me another artifact. There was really no reason to play the E, but you know, we do it. We do it anyway. That's unfortunate. The hands. I think maybe I'm supposed to keep that 5, but it just feels so bad to keep a 1-lander 5 with this deck. Even though, but it did have 2 threats in it, so this is obviously a Teferi. Oh, Nissa. Ooh, I can bolt Nissa. Give me a land. That's a land, but I can't dash monkey with it, so. So no Solitude still. I get the binding, but there's no targets. So we go on with our lives. Do you have a Tribal Plains answer in Omnath? Wonder if he has another Nissa. Maybe that's why he played one Nissa there. Okay. That's interesting. Start dash and monkey as usual. Might just die to Omnath next turn. Do you have Solitude finally? Path to Exile. Okay. Wow. Haven't seen that one in a while. I don't have basic planes. Okay. So I guess he doesn't have. He has Prismatic Ending. Now he can play Omnath, start getting all the value. So hopefully I can survive this like one turn, unless he just goes Omnath into Solitude, where he just has Solitude. Looks like just has Solitude. It's unfortunate. I need to top deck well again. But it's just hard, like, you know, he's got 3 cards in hand, and I did top deck well. Goyf. Kill Solid Dude. Could argue to not kill Solitude, but it's going to gain him life, and I just don't want to deal with it. He has no Omnath, or else he would have played it. Second Solid Dude. Just have nothing. Okay. Do I have an instant in the graveyard? I already do, so. So we are going with the Goyf beatdown plan. See if he has binding. Yep. Dress down. Okay. Means he doesn't have Prismatic Ending. Means he doesn't have binding, most likely. Yeah, my Goyf's 5/6 now. Pumping it. Teferi bounce. Would be bad. It is indeed that. Oh, he could bounce EE back to his hand. I guess that was the reason not to play that. That was stupid, yeah. Right? Yeah, that was the reason not to play that. We're just needing him to keep bricking, ideally, but now he's got a bunch of fetch lands, so he might be able to just blow me out. So I have lethal if he does nothing. Seems unlikely, but possible. Yeah, I don't know why I played that E. That was stupid. I was just thinking like, oh, I can wipe his board, but yeah, like if he bounces it with Teferi, you get back, so that's not ideal. And then you could like play it for 2 and just blow me out. You can also bind, then bounce his binding, get it back. There's a bunch of things that could happen. Mostly just bounce it, get it back, EE for 2. So bad for me. And I just lose because my greedy EE play. Interesting. So he's trying to thin. So I hope he just doesn't draw. Since he drew all 4 Omnaths in his top 30, that he just doesn't draw an Omnath. And he did. Okay, we don't have an answer to this right now. And he's probably got Solitude. He's gonna gain 1,000,000 life, as usual. Oh no, the play! I fucked it up. This is why shouldn't have played my E, because now I can bounce it and play it for 2. Oh, I'm such an idiot. He doesn't have the lands to do it yet, though. Next turn he can. The greedy play. Oh, he does have the lands. All right. Well, I got so punished for that line. So yeah, that was stupid. I just wasn't thinking. No, I could have won the game. Fuck, I'm so stupid. I didn't think of Teferi bounce. Man, I'm just such an idiot. I had the game too. I think I was in a pretty good position there, considering I mulled to 4. I'm so frustrated myself. I just wasn't thinking. I was just like, oh, I can put an E in play, but like I didn't think of him bouncing it. Lost me the game. Lost me the game. I probably would have still lost. He could have Solitude in hand, but it still would have been worse off. I would have had 1 creature left. Oh, I should have thin there. Oh god, now I'm just collapsing completely. Now this cost me life to do. Such an idiot. Okay. Well, unfortunate. We had basically 2 punts lose us the game. One was misclick, which I can't complain too much about. It happens. You just have to play more carefully. I haven't played with Ragavan in a while. And another was just playing his E for no reason. Like, just I had the option to play it, and I decided to, but I forgot to fairy bounce. So that was a terrible interaction. So that cost me the game. Yeah, I'm just frustrated with myself today. I think that was a winnable game. Desperation Dash. Dude played Ephemerate this whole fucking time. Okay, well, 9 kills Omnath, but that doesn't really help me. Because of his greedy play. All right, well, yeah. It's not great to play and then lose because of your punts. And honestly, like, this game, like, I cost myself 2 extra life there. He has nothing going on, but I have nothing going on either. And I'm short on clock, too. Then. Uh, sure. Yep. Hmm. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're at 1 and 2. Easily, I think the Yawgmoth. I don't know that I punted that much. Maybe I was supposed to sideboard better. I think that this game I basically punted it away. I mean, we had two plays that, like, in such a close matchup, just screwed me over. So it is what it is. I don't know why I played that EE. I should have just left it. I wasn't thinking Teferi bounce. So it is what it is. And I'll be back for round 4. All right, we're back for round 4. Hopefully, we can salvage a 2-2 out of this, despite my punts. We're on the play, which is always good. We got the one lander. It sounds better. Probably put back basic forest. It's a little awkward. Do I want to play turn 1 monkey on the play? If it gets killed, then I can't really do much. Turn 2, so maybe we just play conservative here. Put back basic forest. Maybe we just play conservative here and assume he'll have an answer to monkey because this is modern. So we'll do this and then play our Scion. Turn 2. Obviously, if the Scion was another 2-drop that I could play turn 1 into turn 2, then I play monkey. Upside of monkey is very high. But blind matchup, I don't know. You can argue to play it or not. Maybe it was worth just playing because the upside's so high. Wooded Foothills pass, very mysterious. Go Savai. Go. It's gonna either one of my basics, so I'm gonna get a Breeding Pool right now. Stifle. Scion go. Belt snare that. So you'd probably Rhinos, most likely. With no Rhinos in hand, maybe. No, he's just creativity. Okay. So turn 1 monkey could have been good because now he can. Well, let's see what he does here. I don't really care about round 6 in this matchup. I'll just dash monkey next turn. We do want to save, obviously, the bolt for the creativity turn. Very mysterious. Stub's interesting. I think we are going to hold on to that. Let's get red-white here and dash. Monkey. The question is, like, do I want to use the stub for the creativity turn, or do I want to save it? I could also use it on Fable on turn 3. I got options. This time we are going to cast with dash. I'm just going to use it now. Apply pressure. He is obviously creativity. I can kill him next turn, I think. Depending on what he does here. He's at 11. I have 8 damage in hand plus Scion, so depending on what he does, I can kill him. Change the equation. Okay, just gonna do nothing then. So now we can do everything in the turn. So we can dash monkey, right? Because we can go red blue, and then we still have Strand left. Hopefully I didn't miscount there. I don't think I did. I guess you could have Spell Pierce. Get Bolt off his deck. 5. 2. Okay, we got there. Creativity. Don't know what my opponent had in hand. But there you go. Pretty easy on the play. Pretty easy matchup. In this case, he didn't have a lot of good stuff going on. Migloz is going to come out. Dromoka's... I don't know that Dromoka's is great in this matchup. I mean, I guess it can kill tokens. It's another instant speed removal. Is Goyf like that relevant here? We do have Orvar, which is exciting because I usually don't have Orvar. And we have Flusterstorm. So, does Goyf matter that much? Like, I feel like it's debatable. On the draw, one less monkey could be useful. One less brawler because of Bolt. Yeah, let's try something like this. You could argue to trim a Tribal Flames on the draw. There's a lot of options. I don't know if Goyf's actually good in this matchup. It's kind of a quick matchup, so like I just feel like Goyf's not gonna get big enough, but we'll see. We do have Orvar, but I don't think I want to keep a one-lander. Hand's fine. Oh wait, no, it's not. So the mana in this hand is very awkward, right? Because I have no red source. So I can hope to draw a red source in my first 2 turns. And if I don't, then I probably just lose the game. Because I only have 3 types here. Or I go to 5. Take my chance with 5. I think we have to go to 5. And instantly punished. And now we have to go to 4. So we should have kept that. This is even worse. Okay, whatever. I have nothing that can do anything. So Scion, if I draw another land, Scion's a good threat. I do have Stub, I do have Fluster. Tribal Flames is going to go. Maybe we just have to bin Stub and bin Bolt. I don't know. It's just so bad. Like, what if we don't draw another land? Try this out. I don't know. We're at 4. Yeah, I should have just kept that awkward mana, but I don't know. It's close. Maybe I had 2 turns to draw a fetch land, so maybe that just makes it worthwhile to do it. Right, because I had 2 draws because I was on the draw, so I could have played Nacatl turn 1 and gone from there. Okay. Won't be playing Monkey into a round 6. Okay. So I think we have to get red-white here, even though we want a blue for Fluster, we can get the... yeah, we have to go red-white-black here for Savai Triome. If we don't draw land, we can dash Monkey and use the treasure. Okay. This time I will pay the dash cost. So 15, flip, Xander's Lounge. Okay, this one is Triumph's gone. And we just wait. See if he goes Fable. Maybe I bolt the token. And then can use the treasure for Fluster. So I can still connect with Ragavan. That's probably what we'll do. Or you just not do anything. Teferi. It's unexpected. Okay, I can bolt Teferi next turn. He tries to bounce my treasure. See if he tries to bounce the treasure. No, he does not. So now we're just set up to lose. I can dash Monkey and then bolt. I guess is what I have to do if I don't get another land. It's like so bad for me though. Okay, I do get another land. So what do we want to do here? Dash Monkey, Bolt Teferi, hold up Fluster. But I can't play Scion, which is kind of annoying, right? But I think I have to do that. So I'm not applying a ton of pressure, but so I just need blue, right? Yeah, red, blue. Well, I had to dedicate a lot of resources doing that, but I think otherwise I just died to turn 4 creativity, so that was better. The best decision for what I had. Goyf's interesting. Is it though? I just have to do this. I could Prismari command me, so it could be a reason to use the treasure now. If he destroys the treasure, I'm in trouble. But on the other hand, it's usually bad to use treasure before you have to. Prismari command. Then he's probably gonna target Scion anyway. Decisions. Like, is it smart to use the treasure here? Just in case he has Prismari command. Prismari commands this. And then I can't fluster his thing. I don't know if it's just, oh wait, actually he does have Ren 6 right there, so playing a monkey to just get pinged by Ren 6 probably isn't great. On the other hand, he could then ping my Scion. I think we wait. I mean, him pinging monkey means he's not getting a land back, but he already got a land back. Which I don't think is that good use out of the monkey, but it does keep him 1 away from embleming. I can get better value out of this monkey. I don't know. I think this is fine. I don't know. This is a good exchange. It's an okay exchange. Because he's pinging the monkey, he's not pinging Scion. And obviously, maybe I just am not supposed to use the treasure there, but I'm trying to be very careful because I lose if you resolve creativity. And you still can't pay for Fluster yet. I guess if he has ice, he just ice me, but at that point, it is what it is. Could ice the treasure too. Yep. See his own Fluster. He does not. Okay, now we're kind of in trouble, though. It's going to be hard to win this. If he attacks, he means he has Bolt in hand. I'm not going to block. Would like some permission or something off the top. Probably, obviously got Spell Pierce in hand. Just really thinking about this one. He probably has a creativity in hand. I'm just going to lose next turn unless I can get WD going. Okay, that's a little better. Still going to be a problem, though. Hmm. Okay, opponent is thinking. I guess I'm not playing very quickly either. Five, six Goyf with trample. So I guess this is the turn for him to do the thing. Hopefully he doesn't just creativity for 2 and I lose, but it is what it is. Fetch shock maybe? Nah, he's just getting another door to mine. We'll be close though. Not feeling good about this one. I got a bad feeling about this one. Can bolt him down to 2. Doesn't help me though. Okay, well, it is what it is. I had a mulligan of 4, so just ran out of gas. Obviously, he had Spell Pierce. Not much I could do about it. I'm just not going to play this anymore. I'm trying to think of how I could have played that differently. Maybe attacking. No, I think I had to attack the Teferi so I could stop the 1 creativity. I just didn't have enough gas to push through enough damage. So I think it was fine. I think we just keep this list. Dromoka is good. I don't know. It's one more instant speed interaction. Could be good. Could be not good. It's interesting that this list is using Orvar just because usually I find this matchup favorable enough to not like. I'd rather just have another piece of permission. Like you could. I think in almost all cases I'd rather have a third Fluster than an Orvar, but it is what it is. Maybe I will feel better if I actually resolve an Orvar. Maybe Teferi's good in this matchup. I don't know. Keep. Sand seems good. No turn 1 play, but I could, no, there's no reason to stub anything. Likely going to just lead with Kavu as our best threat. On turn 2. Not sure if he's playing Prismatic Ending. That would be a reason not to play Kavu. I haven't seen it yet. Could have Fatal Push, too. That could be a reason not to play Kavu. Trying to think if this matters. Bolt and let's go red white. Oh no. No, I grabbed the wrong land. I meant to click Savai Triome. Okay. Sweet. Just when I'm talking about doing things right. Oh my god, I mean I hope I don't get punched by that line, but I think I will. Because I would have 5 types, 5/5 Kavu. Oh my god, I'm so pissed. Because that's like 1 point of damage there. I guess Spell Snare. I guess that would be bad. But now I can't even play Scion next turn. Oh my god. Yep. So now we can't play Scion. next turn. Okay, now we can play Scion, but we can't hold up Stub. So we wouldn't be able to hold up Stub anyway, so I guess we just play our Scion. He goes to Teferi, bounce. That's pretty bad, but I don't know what I do at this point. I guess I bolt Teferi then. No, I don't have the right lands for it. Oh man, I'm getting so punished. So I guess it wouldn't have made a difference. I would have had 5 types this turn. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't have... So he could ping plus bolt. It means no Teferi. Okay, he's not going to ping plus bolt. Yeah, another binding maybe? Okay, now we're in much better shape. Okay, now we can just play Kavu. Okay, phew. Disaster averted. Another binding? No. See if he just goes for it here. Probably won't. But he's almost dead next turn. He doesn't. I don't think there's any reason to stub this, right? I think I just hold this stub for a removal spell. Right? Yeah. Let you resolve Fable. Because you got another binding, which would be bad for me. Okay, so what are our options here? Probably gonna loot something away. Probably loot away like this Nacatl or this Goyf. Goyf is so small. Loot away Goyf. He's gonna block, take 3/7, so I don't kill him, but I have like interaction for days. Let's get rid of this Goyf. Alright, yeah. See what he has left in hand. The red source would be sweet. Okay, another Nacatl, not as sweet. He's got a block with Goblin Shaman. He doesn't want to, obviously, but he has to. I think it's fine. I've got, so 2-piece interaction up right now. Okay, he does not. So he's at 4. I could put him at 1. I think I'm supposed to do that. Right, well, let's just think about this for a second. If I put him at 1, he can't crack that, but he could still attack and then creativity for 1. No, I think I have to wait here. Right? In hopes that he cracks it and I can stub in response. I have upkeep stops on. Oh, I should have played Nacatl. I was stupid. Didn't mean to do that. Right, because if I bolt now, he could let it go. He doesn't actually have to crack the fetch. All right, now he lost. Unless he has like force, but I have SWD. All right, we got there against Creativity. Luckily, the matchup is so favorable that even with my misclicks, and that we still got there. So we ended up with a 2-2. Not my cleanest playing in terms of just like I think I had misclicks. I had maybe not great sideboarding. I felt like against Yawgmoth, I don't remember if I took out a stubby D. I was supposed to trim on one. Maybe I did. That round was total blowout. I think the Omnath match was definitely pretty winnable. So overall, what did I like? My impressions. I don't know. I've kind of always been unimpressed with Tarmogoyf. I felt like the biggest I got it was like a 4 or 5 maybe. So it's kind of like every time I end up playing with Tarmogoyf, I always just wish it was a brawler or wish it was any other 2-drops. It's always smaller, and I always would rather have the guaranteed damage than having the higher toughness. So maybe there are some coming, grindier matchups, but some matchups you're like this where like there's the one type in the graveyard, So like am I gonna pay 2 mana to play a 1/2 Tarmogoyf? Like no. So in that case, I wish it was I don't know, like I guess the alternatives would be like another brawler, which I'd probably prefer, something like Hex Shrinker, Migloz, which we have in this list, So, maybe it's not like the end of the world. It's just another threat, but he's just so bad in the early game, and we don't really fill our graveyard enough to make him that useful. So we ended up as a 2-2. We did beat McWinsauce, which is exciting because he's like one of the best players online. Unfortunately, we didn't play very cleanly. We got blown out by Yawgmoth, and then we lost those close games against Omnath primarily because of misclicks and punts. Like I said, that big punt of me playing EE on 0 and then him bouncing it back to his hand. If that hadn't happened, then I probably win that game. And if I dash Monkey, I have a very good shot at winning that very close game too. So it is what it is. Haven't played Modern a whole lot because I've been playing Legacy. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.